maybe I should have told you to capture the hawk instead of the thistles. VIDIA. VIDIA is one of the main characters, initially an antagonist of Disney's 2008 film Tinker Bell. She is a fast-flying fairy and Tinker Bell's former rival, turned to protagonist. When all is said and done, VIDIA is sly, grouchy, vindictive, and narcissistic, but has a good heart. She tends to use sugary phrases such as darling and dear in a condescending manner to other fairies. She is said to be the fastest fairy in Pixie Hollow, but her title gets to her head, as she is determined to keep her title and would go to great lengths to achieve this. Not only does she feel she is the best in speed, but the best fairy overall, and berates anyone who thinks otherwise. She is incredibly strong-willed and outspoken, much like Tinker Bell, which can also indicate why the two fairies clash many times. Despite her negative traits, VIDIA ultimately has a good heart, most notably seen in Tinker Bell and the Great Fairy Rescue, where she traps Tinker Bell in a fairy-sized house made by a human girl in an attempt to teach Tink a lesson on how dangerous human things can be. When the human girl ends up taking Tink to her home, VIDIA puts all of her differences with the Tinker aside to rescue her. Upon this adventure, VIDIA reforms completely and is shown to be much friendlier with Tink and her friends. Even so, she still maintains her anti-hero persona as seen in the Pixie Hollow games, where she is looking forward to Rosetta embarrassing herself during the competitions, knowing the garden fairies' fear of dirt and mud, which is much unlike the other garden fairies, who only do not want to enter because they never even came close to winning. VIDIA also appears to be an outcast in Pixie Hollow. She is the only fairy in the land to not reside in the home tree. Instead, she resides in a sour plum tree on the outskirts of the land.